Hey guys, welcome to Minecraft. It is Wednesday and it's friggin' cold outside where I am. And I am tired as crap right now. Me and my wife, we have two cars, and she usually takes our Mitsubishi Lancer to work with her, and I drop the kids off in our minivan. And the service engine soon light has been on for a bit in the minivan, probably about a year. But like every mechanic we took it to was like, "Oh, don't worry about it. It's, you know, wait until this or that or the other." So we were like, "Okay, well, whatever. We'll just wait." But now our inspection, which I know a lot of states don't have it, but here in Texas, you have to get your car inspected, emissions and stuff like that. And now it's going out this month, which means our car will be illegal after the end of this month. So we had to get it fixed, and what better time than now? Because we just got our tax return back, like literally earlier this morning. Like midnight, the government posted our money to us into our bank account, and so we dropped it off or whatever. But the bad part of that is that we have to, or I have to get up earlier, and the kids too, to take her to work. And she has to be at work at like 7:30 in the morning. And it's tiring, to say the least. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually making some extra tools. We're going to go ahead and get started on our mob trap. By no means are we going to be getting it finished today, but we're going to get it started. Hopefully, if all goes well, we can at least get like the basic outline done of the mob trap, which would be nice. And we're just going to do it in this nice big open area over here. We're going to start it up. So actually just going to start it like start right over here. And I think 2 will be good. Well, shoot. Okay, yeah. Just like this. That way there's 2 blocks. And we'll cut it out like this right here. This might be a bit of a boring episode if you don't like watching this sort of thing right here, because that's what it's going to be. Of course, any materials I find, I'm going to get. And just in case, I know most of the more experienced players are going to understand what a mob trap is, and like what it's good for, what it's used for. But for those of you who don't know what a mob trap is, I'm like lost in here. It is basically exactly what it sounds like. It is a trap where mobs will spawn, and me personally, I use kill. I use lava to kill the mobs, and then their items will come down a stream and poop. And this is going to be a huge room when I'm done with it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Every 10 I'll put a torch. Just helps me keep track. This is a long process. It doesn't have to be as big as what I'm about to make it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. I may get this big because I find that it makes the actual process and the items, you collect them faster. And of course that would be true, you know, the bigger your mob trap, the more mobs that are actually going to spawn into it. But with this size mob trap, I can collect items in no time, as far as like bones and black powder and all that good stuff. The zombies really don't drop anything worth having. I mean, in a dire situation, you can use the rotten meat or whatever. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I mean, because all it really does is it increases your hunger. You know what I mean? It's not like it actually poisons you to where you're going to die. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So it's I guess in that respect it's good to have, just in case the pickings are slim. Alright, so I've gone back 40 blocks basically, and I have to go back 40 more. I make mine, like, if you look on the internet and look everywhere, like, this is definitely one of the bigger ones, but I make mine 80 by 80. So it's a lot more work, but it yields a lot more reward. And the only thing is you got to keep going back and counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh man, this is crazy amounts of work to do this. How I like to do it, especially when you get fucking gravel involved. Gravel is like the most useless thing ever. Basically, this is going to be the outside wall, this right here, on this side, with the torches. And every, like, 5 or 10, there'll be, like, a 3 hole going down, 3. And there'll be water going out that way, so when the mobs spawn on the platforms in between, they'll kind of walk around, and I'll put signs all along, so that they think that the openings are full blocks, and they'll walk off, they'll fall in the water, they'll go to a center one that's out that way, and it'll wash it back down that way, and there'll be a lava flow above them, and so as they go underneath it, their head gets in it, they die, and their items drop down into the water, which will rush under a wall of glass right into the waiting arms of me. And it works really well. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Alright, I've lost count of how many torches. I make it 3 high now. I used to do 2 high, but now that there's Enderman, I do it 3 high. That way I can get Ender Pearls too, maybe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so I've gone back 60. 20 more. 2, 3, 4, 5, 7. I think I messed up that count. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nope, I did it dead on. Alright, I gotta go back 10 more, so I might be quiet while I do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright. So there's one hallway. And now, if you can picture this in your head, I go 80 this way. And then 80 along that other wall, and then 80 down there along that wall, and then I gotta clear out all this crap right here. So, that shows you how much work this is to do. Oh, and then you run into problems like this a lot. You come into a cavern. The main problem with this is you gotta light it up really well right in here. At least I didn't come out over that. That would suck. Because if you don't light it up, the mobs will spawn in these little caverns instead of in your mob trap. I'm lighting this up for no reason because I'm going to cut all most of this out right here. But whatever. Alright, and then I'll block this off. Like so. And that's basically what I'm going to be doing. Is doing this. I'm going to use a lot of material. Use a lot of iron because I'm going to be making tools all the effing time. Count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So, I'm going to do some of this work off camera because this is a lot of freaking work. And, I mean, I could sit here, I could post a 3-hour video probably and not get done with this mob trap. That's how intensive this work is going to be. Where does this go? This goes... Where does this come out at? Okay. So, I just wanted to, like, basically, this is just, showing you guys what all I've got to do to make this mob trap a reality. to give you kind of a scope of how big of a project this is and why I kept putting it off. Why I tried other mob traps when 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9. Why I put it off for as long as I have. And why I tried to make other mob traps, because some other designs are easier. And the main failing with the first mob trap, if you've been watching my series, you know I tried a fall trap, which is basically the mob trap is in the sky and they fall out of the hole in the center of a big dark enclosed building thing that's hovering in the sky, and they fall and they die and you get their items. And on Skyblock it works like a fucking champ, if you'll pardon my language. It works like a champ, but that's because there's nowhere for them to spawn other than like what you make for them to spawn on. If that makes sense. Like they can't just spawn in thin air. So the only way they can spawn is if you build them a platform or something to spawn on. So that's why it works so well in Sky. Did I say Skyrim? Because that is not what I was talking about in Skyblock. I don't remember what I said. It doesn't matter what I said because I'm talking about Skyblock. Okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. But yes, that's why it works so well in Skyblock, is because there's nowhere else for them to spawn. So, it works, as you know, if you've watched my videos, it worked for shit on this world. 2, 3, 4. Alright, so what I'm going to do here is, because I don't want this video to be like 40 minutes long, is I'm going to pause the recording and finish the outline of the actual cavern, and then I'll take you around to let you see the full scope of what's ahead of me. So I'll be back in 1 sec. And there we go. After, I have no clue, about 30 minutes, 40 minutes since I last was recording, I have now finished the outline of my mob trap. So let's go ahead and walk around the edges, and then I'll take you up top and show you what I had to do on ground level. But as you can see, this is already very expansive, and I gotta clear out all of this crap. So that's 80 by 80 block room that I have to clear out all this middle crap. So that's like, I don't even know. I really don't even know how many blocks that would be, because it's like 3 up, 3 by 80. Like, I don't. It's too early to be doing math. See, I hit more caverns. And then, let me see if I can dig through here. Here's another cavern I hit. And then what we're walking into now, a few different spots, there were huge, like, ponds. And I had to fill those all in with dirt. But as you can see when we get down here, I went one over too far when I went around, but it's all good. It's all good. And I forgot to bring ladder, so I'm just going to kind of fly out of here real quick. Turn that off. And then you can see all the dirt doesn't have grass on it. This was all water. And then over here as well. So that's why I don't have a whole lot of dirt, because all the dirt I collected I kept having to use to fill up water holes and everything else. So But there you go. That is the beginning of the mob trap. I'm going to be doing some of the work on camera, some off. Definitely, once I get everything cleared out from underneath, like underneath my feet, once all of it's cleared out and it's just a big, huge room. And excuse me for spawning this torch, but I just want to make sure. I don't want to have to look around for 10 minutes every time I come over here trying to find where the hell the thing is. So, but yeah, there you go. That's the basic outline of the spawn trap. And all I gotta do is mob trap, not spawn trap. We're not playing Call of Duty. All I have to do is clear out all that inside stuff. I'll probably do most of that off camera. And then once I actually start building the causeways, which is what I'm going to call them, the waterways, whatever, that will definitely be on camera. Like, all of that will be on camera. And that way you guys can see how I do it if you want to emulate it in one of your own worlds. After you see how badass it works out. But I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Let me get these pumpkins. Actually, you know what? Are these ready? Can't really tell. Yes, they are. I'll breed some animals real quick before we go. This farm's producing quite a bit. It's not as big as my other one, but still nice little wheat farm, especially since really I don't ever make bread, and this is always about breeding for me now that they've added that in here. All about the breeding. Get in here and get these eggs. Fly out of here. 4 eggs. Let's see if we can get some chicks. See if we can get some hot chicks. Alright, we did. Yay! And night is falling. So we're gonna say goodbye. Say goodbye, guys, and we'll see you tomorrow with more excavation work. And yeah, so there you go. First big project in a long time. And I just keep saying and that's what I'm gonna name this video. And I don't know, I always feel like I'm forgetting something for some reason. I'll just go to sleep. I'll just go to sleep. Get a good night's rest. That was a lot of work I had to put in off camera. And yeah, so that's gonna do it. Oh my god, if I say and one more time, I like make a conscious effort not to say that over and over again, and it's like it does no good. I still end up saying it over and over again, and it drives me up the wall. This is bothering me. I don't know if that helps these grow or not. Going off on a completely different subject all of a sudden right at the end of the video. If you have the ground tilled up or whatever you want to call it around it, but it seems to me like it actually does help. So That's going to do it, guys. We'll see you tomorrow, and we'll be doing some more digging. Bye.